Purdue coach Ryan Walters addressed the Michigan cheating allegations this week. You got to think he's not freaking happy about having his team spied on, cheated on against the rules. So he addressed that this week and basically said so forth. But he also said that his team was prepared for the changing of signs to be ready for the game at the Big House against Michigan. They apparently weren't. That was obvious. But here we go with our analysis of Michigan and Purdue right here at the Voice of College Football. Appreciate you being here, and check out all the videos. Of course, this is instant analysis of what turns out to be Michigan's effort against everybody in the Big Ten. They are blasting away, and many have said that they are the best team in college football based on the results on the field and based on their dominance of the competition. Well, they looked it again tonight, 41-13 over the Boilers. Now, Purdue missing 7 starters in this game. Donovan Edwards, this was the first drive of the game, and he lines up left at the wide receiver position uncovered. Now, poor number 47, the linebacker, ran over there to try to cover him, and that was a mismatch. Edwards ran right by him. Perfectly thrown ball from J.J. McCarthy down to the 2-yard line. Now, Michigan did not give Edwards the ball to get his first rushing touchdown of the season. We're in week 9. Yes, game number 9. And Blake Corum took it in from there, 7-0. Devin Maccabee with a fumble. It was reversed. He was down. Good call on the reversal on the replay. But Maccabee's 9th fumble that would have been, or he had 9 fumbles coming in, that would have been number 10. That's been obviously an issue for Devin Maccabee, who's a really good running back, along with Tyrone Tracy. They did have almost 100 yards rushing, 99 to be exact, against the Maize and Blue. Purdue, first play, or a third down play in the first drive. Jaden Dixon-Veal, you might want to turn around. Your quarterback's going to be in trouble against this defensive front. They are coming hard. And, man, he drags across the middle on a third down play in which he was open, and if he would have caught the ball, been looking, they would have got a first down at least. Did it matter? No, of course it didn't matter in the long run, but would have had the first down and kept the Purdue drive going. So they punt. J.J. McCarthy, play action passes, any statistic, any type of categorization that you throw down involving this guy this season is going to be impressive. 85% on play action passes. And again, it was Blake Corum, 3-yard touchdown run. Found it interesting that now with 15 touchdown runs, Blake Corum has run all of them inside the 5-yard line. Michigan 14-0. Jalen Harrell coming off the edge harassed Hudson Card into an interception in which he threw it wildly and late. Or early before the receiver was really ready for the football. And Will Johnson made a great play on the ball, leaped for it, got in front of the wide receiver, picked it off. That led to a field goal at 17-zip at that point. You also had JJ on a series in which Michigan got a false start. They also had a long sack against J.J. McCarthy in which he circled back and got thrown down around the 50-yard line. But he found his guy Roman Wilson for a big play right after that to bail them out of a 2nd and 27. That led to what should have been a touchdown, actually, as Cornelius Johnson was open on the slant. And JJ didn't throw the best ball in the world, but Johnson could have come down with it. He was off his feet, but they get the field goal at 20-0 there. Purdue with the sign of hope at 20-0. The punt hits off of number 28 from Michigan, the defensive back, and then Purdue recovers at the Michigan 34, but the Michigan defense snuffs it out right there. Hudson Card, I thought he was going to be a better, more impact player in the Big Ten. Now, he was a better player at Texas, but a couple things working there. He was in the system for a few years, number 1. Number 2, played for an offensive-minded coach in Steve Sarkisian. Also had 5 stars all over the place around him. So that could have something to do with it. 12 of 28 on this day for Hudson Card facing this Michigan defense. Blake Corum with a couple more touchdowns. I don't know where his number's at, 16 or 17 this year, 34-6 Michigan. Although the Michigan running game in recent weeks, not necessarily tearing it up. J.J. McCarthy, 24 of 37 for 335, but Corum ran for 44 yards on 15 carries. And Donovan Edwards, finally, they gave him the football. When the game was salted away, it's 41-6. Donovan Edwards gets the ball and finally scores a rushing touchdown. His first of the season. Hard to believe that that guy was that dominant down the stretch against Illinois, Ohio State, Purdue. But Donovan Edwards, another rough knife, rushing the football at 8 carries for 21 yards. Michigan wins 41-13. Don't cover the spread. So that was the one down part of that. That's all I needed to see. That's all I wanted to see on the night out of Michigan. Cover the spread. But they do not. 9-0. Okay. Do we finally get a game? Maybe. I don't necessarily see it. If we get the Penn State that showed up in Columbus, well, the defense was really good. The offense was stale. Against Indiana, they'll get blown out by Michigan. At College Park today, yeah, Maryland's been slumping, so it's a difficult read. But, man, Penn State got back at it, 51-15. Would love to see this Michigan team get challenged. Just to see them get challenged, of course. Only 3 games left. Penn State, Maryland, Ohio State, they're 9-0, of course. They have the 121st toughest schedule or the 12th easiest schedule in the country coming into this game or through the Purdue game. And now Penn State, Maryland, Ohio State's the second toughest in the country for the final 3 games. So there you go. For Purdue, they are not going bowling in Ryan Walters' first year at 2-7. Really, the only tangible thing to play for the rest of the year is the old Oaken Bucket, as they prepare themselves for the recruiting season, the transfer portal, and life in the new Big Ten in 2024. Your thoughts about Michigan football? Hey, if you want to talk about Purdue football, I would love to talk some Purdue football as well. Leave those comments in the comment section as well, right here at the Voice of College Football.